And my goodness, is it going to be a good one? We're going to be passionate about getting this work done. Find people that align with you. Hello, you beautiful bunch. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis, and I have been having lots of problems with my YouTube channel. So just first and foremost, ladies and gents, I posted a video called Help for Mums with High Vibrational Children. And I don't know why, but the video was black when it went out, which is a really interesting dynamic that hasn't happened for a very long time. So I had to take that video down and I've had to re-upload it. Which is why I've refilmed this video as well, just because I knew that there was going to be a delay in it going out. So if you have noticed any changes with my YouTube channel, please just be patient. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, I just don't know what's happening at the moment. So please be patient with me and I will get everything out to you as quickly as possible. So we are fast approaching the full moon in just 5 days' time. And my goodness, is it going to be a good one? So first things first, let's start off by talking about the energy around this full moon. Now, I don't know about you, and it might just be me, but I don't think it is because a few of my team are doing the same, but I can't stop moving. I'm dancing, I'm out walking, I'm out running, even though I'm still fasting. I'm going to the gym. I just can't stop moving my body. If you feel drawn to move your body under this full moon, please, please, please go ahead and do that. It's like we're almost shaking off all of this stagnant energy that's been clinging on to us and suppressing us somewhat over the summer months. And let's be honest about it, I didn't even realize that we were being suppressed over the summer months. But the way I'm feeling right now, and this energy and this, really, really progressing and getting things done so quickly, now it's very obvious that there was like this stickiness and there was this layer of holding us back. With this full moon comes a huge amount of courage. We are going to be looking at many different areas under the spotlight of this moon, and we are going to have more courage in maybe telling people how we feel, or making decisions in a business, or making, maybe decisions to move or go on holiday or change something in our life. We're going to have that inner courage. I keep being shown the lion energy at the moment. We're really coming up and stepping into the courageous, forthright and very truthful, honest way that we are feeling. It's a very, very authentic full moon that is with us. It's time to face our fears, ladies and gents, in many, many different ways. We are going to have healing coming to the surface. What they gave me, I have to remember, it was feisty healing. So the summary of this full moon is going to be feisty healing. So we're going to be passionate about getting this work done. We're going to be passionately progressing forwards. We're going to be passionate about, yes, you add value to my life. Yes, I want you to be around me. Or actually, you know what? You're holding us back. So maybe this isn't going to go forwards anymore. And it might be a career, it might be a relationship, lots of different areas. But we're going to be looking at our fears square on, and we are going to be facing them in many different ways. Talking of relationships, this full moon has a massive spotlight on relationships. Now, when I talk about relationships, automatically people go down the intimate relationships and they go, oh, well, I'm single, so it's okay. No, I'm talking about friendships, business partnerships, intimate relationships, parent-child relationship. So there's going to be a really big spotlight, as there always is under the full moon. That's the whole point of it. The moon is there to shine on the darkness within certain areas. And relationships is one of those areas this month. Who are you associating with? Are they a drain or are they a radiator? Do they add value to your life? Are they helping you get to the place where you would like to be? Look at who you are associating with. Are they looking at themselves? Are they doing their healing? Are they prepared to look at themselves in the mirror and actually recognize what is going on with them? Are they taking ownership? Are you taking ownership? We can't just blame it on other people. We must take ownership for ourselves. And if you've been following me a while, you know that this is a massive part of what I do and the person that I am. Turn your mirror on yourself first. If something's annoying you, look at yourself first. And only then, once you've looked at yourself and you've realized why you've got triggered, can you look external to yourself. Partnerships are under the spotlight. Love, my favorite subject. Love and relationships are under the full moon light. It's time to express how you feel. It's time to embody. It's time to be vulnerable. It's time to share. If you have been suppressing something for some time, it's likely to surface under this full moon. And I'm talking good, bad, and ugly. So if you've been biting your tongue and your partner's really been doing your head in about a certain subject, chances are it may well surface during this full moon. And be careful, because you don't want it to just come out blah, 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 and verbal diarrhea over somebody. If you're going to speak about it, bring it up into a level of consciousness whereby you're comfortable and you're confident that actually the message coming out is not from a space of anger or a space of hurt or resentment or guilt or frustration or any of those things. We're not going to be able to control ourselves. If we love somebody, it's going to end up rolling off of our tongue. If somebody's hurt us or hurting us, chances are it's also going to roll off of our tongue. Now, you can choose the way that you express it. I personally would like open, honest conversations myself, rather than the pigtail pulling or the name calling or the, finger poking or provoking. Open, honest conversations and communication. There is no way around this. We have to be telling people how we feel. And that is, like I say, the good, bad, and the ugly. Now, you might be head over heels in love with somebody, but there may be one area of frustration. Maybe they're not facing up to their healing. Maybe they're, not quite pulling their weight or whatever. That is going to come to the surface. So how about you get clear on the message that you would like, and then have a conversation in a really beautiful setting, rather than a setting that may well end up fraught or getting a little bit feisty, because there is that feistiness with this energy. We really want to get things done. We're kind of in a cleanup mode. We're decluttering, we're cleansing, we're, sorting everything out. It's almost like we're nesting, ready to go into hibernation for the winter up here in the Northern Hemisphere. Be very clear with your communication. Yes, we are out of Mercury retrograde now, but we are in the shadow period for a little while. So there will still be a little bit of miscommunication that takes place. Be very clear with it. Be very concise. And remember, if people are saying things to you, remember they're often telling you where they're at with themselves. If you've got a message to communicate, make sure that you are coming from your heart when you speak about it, so that it is received in the manner in which you would like it to be received. Now, I know, because I'm quite blunt, a lot of people hear what I've got to say, but perhaps not in the way that it was intended to come across. And that's because that's where they're receiving it from. So just be very aware of that, okay? Like I said a short time ago, there is this massive surge of get shit done energy. I don't know about you guys, but I have organized so much in the last few days and in the last week. And it's because this full moon energy is really, really bubbling. As I'm filming this video, the moon is just shining straight in my window. It's over the ocean and it's just shining straight in my window, reminding me how powerful it is right now. There is a real surge of feistiness. There's a real surge of passion. There's a real surge of no nonsense. I think that's the best way to put it. There's no nonsense. Either you're with me or you're not with me. Either you're going to get this done or you're not going to get it done. Like, what is it that you're looking for? So be careful with that energy, because when we're in a get shit done kind of mode, we kind of don't worry about people's feelings. We're just like chugging through, and we're on a path heading in the direction that we need to go. So just be aware that there may be some sensitivities from people as we step into that energy. My recommendation is to be around brave people. during this period of time. Be around the people that aren't scared to be vulnerable. Be around the people that are comfortable and confident to communicate. Be around the people that want to keep going forwards. Be around the people that are kind of bored of just stepping back into that old nonsense. Be around the people that, you know, it's not necessary that they're beating the drum on all of that stuff, but be around people that, you know, just want to take you in the direction that you want to go. If you want to sit in that energy back there of beating the drum, please be our guest. Do that. Do whatever feels right for you. But for me personally, I'm stepping forwards. I'm holding hands with people that want to step forwards, that want to keep going in the direction that I want to be going. I'm not interested in going backwards anymore. We've been there, we've done that. It's, you know, for me, it's nonsense right now. We've got to keep stepping forwards, even though I know a lot of the stuff from the past is going to come up over the next few months. This full moon is going to encourage communities and collaborations. Communities and collaborations is how we are going to be creating this new earth that we want to be stepping into. Find people that align with you. Now, you guys know on the 24th of September 2022, I ran the first ever Soul School. Now, Soul School round 2 is going to be in February 2023. So I'm going to pop the link in the description field. We're doing the launch call on the 11th of October, so the day after the peak of the full moon. I wanted to do it on the peak of the full moon and the twin flame energy and everything, just to really compound that energy. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I have a lot of meetings on a Monday, so there's nothing that I could do. So we've moved it to the Tuesday, the 11th of October at 7:30 p.m. UK time. If you would like to be involved in that, all you need to do is click on the link in the description field, and that will register you for the event. Even if you can't make it, maybe you're in a different time zone and you'll be asleep or you'll be at work or something, all of the information will go direct to your inbox after the event, and you too can get involved in what we are creating. And that is the whole point of this. We are not creating Soul School to be an event. We're creating a community. We are creating a collaboration of energies whereby we can go on and, you know, create whatever it is that we decide to create. And I'll be sharing more about that on the 11th of October. So please, if you are feeling lonely, or maybe you're feeling like, I want to be part of something, or, you know, maybe you're somebody that's like, I want to donate to something, but I don't know what to donate it to, come and have a look, take a look at this and see if this is something that might well align to you, your vision, your values, and, you know, where you want to be going with your future. We have been in the Hall of Mirrors for many, many months, if not 18 months by now. You know, anything that we have been avoiding is going to come to the surface for review. Now, that is in every area of your life. If you have been avoiding things to do with money, it's going to come up. If you've been avoiding things to do with your health, it's going to come up. And very interestingly, I'm filming this on day 10 of my fast. I've been doing a fast for 10 days, like I just said, and the whole process that I go through, I do it at least twice a year. Normally at this time of year, I normally do it earlier in September, and I do it for 2 weeks. And then in March, April time, I do it for as long as I possibly can, just to get the body in alignment. And I had been avoiding the fact that I could see inflammation in my body. I was watching some of the footage from last week's Soul School, and I was shocked by the amount of inflammation on my body. So I'm glad I got that memo. I'm glad that I had set the date straight after Soul School that I was going to be doing this, going through this process, because I've been avoiding over the summer, because I've been doing God's work. Excuse me, I've been doing God's work. I've been traveling around Europe. I've been, you know, clearing some of the energies. I've been igniting energies. I've been picking up codes, transferring codes, moving and shifting things all over the place. I've been avoiding the fact that, you know, in certain countries, I had to eat dairy, for example, because there wasn't anything else for me to eat. And I made choices that perhaps I wouldn't normally choose. And the inflammation was clearly showing on my body. That said, you might be okay eating dairy, and that's absolutely fine if you are. But for me personally, it gives me inflammation very, very quickly in my body. So, you know, we are being surfaced. We are having it come to the surface with everything we've been avoiding. If we've been avoiding the fact that we're in a toxic relationship, or we're in a career that doesn't serve us, it is going to come to the surface for review. Maybe you've got a toxic relationship with your family. That is going to come to the surface for review. So be warned. We're not out of this hall of mirrors yet. We are looking at ourselves. We are going on our journey. And this humility that we're getting to be able to recognize it and step through it and keep on keeping on and acknowledging it and embodying it and moving through it with ease and grace. This is how the collaborations and the new earth is going to be built. And I don't know about you, but I am so excited for it. Like, it's so close, we can touch it now. There's going to be a massive shift come March 2023 in regards to the shaping of the new earth. And it's going to be a historical time. I truly believe right now, and I've spoken to a few different people about this recently, I truly believe that right now we are rewriting the history books. We're rewriting them. We're compiling all of the information. Things are changing in such a huge way, and the energies are supporting us with this. All of a sudden, there's a lot of people that are really, really passionate and really stepping forwards, and they're taking their lives to a whole new level. Why? Because this is the time whereby the energy has aligned for us to be able to do that. We've been gathering the information. We've been collating it. We've been finding our tribe. We've been bringing the communities together. There are amazing people out there, so amazing. There's people, the World Health Alliance, for example. There's another alliance that's been formed to do with food here in the UK, and growing food and production, the production of food in the manner and in the way that we would choose it to be. Like, this is historical times. We are literally rewriting history right now. Embrace it, love it, ride those cosmic waves that we are on. The passion that is coming through, the energy that we can embody and that we can embrace and that we can step forward, utilizing, get involved with it. So, very long story short, this full moon is bringing in a feisty healing energy. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of compassion, there's a lot of kindness and sharing and communication, collaboration. But with this, there is this little bit of a kickback and a feisty healing energy that comes in with it. Okay, so what was very interesting, normally I do an exercise at the end of this, the full moon and the new moon videos that I do, and that's not going to change. I am going to do that. But what was very interesting this time, when I said to them, what's the exercise? What would you like me to do with people? They said to me, from head to heart. And I was like, that's my slogan. Like, why do you keep giving me my slogan at the moment? And that's the whole purpose of what we're going to do this time round with the exercise. So ladies and gents, if you do not have a pen and paper, please pause the video now, run off and go and grab a pen and paper and come back, and I will give you the full moon information exercise. Okay, welcome back. So, as always, the first stage of this full moon exercise is to sage your aura, or Palo Santo, or whatever it is, cleanse your aura. And as you're cleansing your auric field, just ask for your heart to be invoked and any stagnant energy that sticks to your head be released. We're releasing this head-driven and we're stepping into this heart-driven. Step number 2, as always, is wander around your space, clearing it. Now, it's getting quite chilly up here in the Northern Hemisphere, and then down south, it's getting a bit warmer. So you might want to be outside, and I'm certainly going to be doing mine indoors. So walk around your space and just cleanse it. Have the windows open. You might want to cleanse it during the day when the sun's out and it's a little bit warmer. Allow all of that stagnant energy to go out, and just remind your space, this is a beautiful, loving, creative space. Bring in the energy that is going to help me create whatever it is that you choose for your future. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on the floor in this room that you're in here with me now, and I'm going to set up just a beautiful little space. And in that space, I'm going to have some candles. I'm going to have some of my favorite crystals. I'm going to have some incense going. I'm going to have some tunes on, whether that be solfeggio frequencies or something like that. But I'm basically going to just set the tone, and I'm going to sit on the floor, and I am going to go inwards, and I'm going to connect in with my heart and ask my heart what it needs. And you might want to sit with your hand on your heart as you ask it, what is it that you need? And sit in that space for about 11 minutes. Listen to the music, let the information, let the downloads come through, let all the weird and wonderful things pop up in your head that will notoriously pop up in your head. Allow the flow. Once that is done, you may feel drawn to grab a piece of paper and write some of those things down. And if you feel drawn to do that, great. If you want to remember them, if you just want it to be a beautiful memory and a meditation, that's absolutely fine. What I would like you to write down, though, is the things that have been sticking to your head. What have been sticking to your head? And I don't mean literal, like, you know, insects and things like that. I mean literally the things, the emotions, the thoughts. What's been sticking to your head? Oh, I'm not heard. Oh, I'm not good enough. Those kind of things. I want you to write those down on a piece of paper. Once you've done that list, and that list is in its entirety, I then want you to go back to the thoughts of the heart. And what did the heart tell you that it needed? How do they correlate to the things that have been sticking to your mind? Once you've done that exercise, I would like you to fold the piece of paper up with all of the stuff from your mind. I would like you to go outside with your candle or with a lighter, and I would like you to light that and let it burn and extinguish into a beautiful bowl of water or somewhere. If you're near the ocean or you're near sand, let it burn out on that, let it burn out on the ground or whatever it is. Just please make sure that you are safe doing this. Now, as that piece of paper is burning, make sure you set the intention that all of that stuff that's been sticking to your mind, that's been controlling you, allow it to be released. Be gone. I do not consent to that being sticking to my mind anymore. Be gone. I release it to the universe. Thank you. And then come back into your warm space and just see this beautiful pillar of golden light coming down through your crown and infiltrating all of the spaces where that sticky stuff was previously. And that, ladies and gents, is the information for this full moon in October of 2022. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Lots of love to you guys. I'm going to link back to the energy update for October because it's very, very linked to this full moon. Okay. I love you guys to the moon and stars. I will catch you in the next video.